Hello. Oh, let me mute the desktop audio. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? I. This is a bit of a funny story, but I was testing multiplayer with Cleared, and turns out it's fucking broken if you have, a bit of ping. And last time I tested it with him, it was fucking broken for different reasons, and maybe for this reason as well. I tested the multiplayer at LAN, with like zero ping, and everything was fine. But yeah. And then I tested with him again. I was like, yeah, I should be good this time. And then it's fucking broken. Like, bro, unlucky. There we go. Announce the stream. And there we are. I should be able to just switch to the right scene. Hold on. Just getting a few things out of the day. Out of the way. Hello. I'm in the documentation cell. Okay. Let's open up the terminal. Here we are. Oh, my keyboard is who knows where. Actually, my camera is who knows where. What the hell happened? It's there. It's there. This looks so scuffed. It's like now the keyboard is straight for the camera, but it's like scuffed for me. Now it's straight for me. Okay, how can I fix this? Because I can't really rotate this thing. Hold on. I gotta figure this out. I don't want this looking scuffed all of the time on stream. Can't really do that. I would have to like unscrew the fucking thing and then twist it. Maybe I can just rotate it in OBS. Perhaps, perhaps. Well, how do I rotate this? Like, no, it's not that. How do I rotate you? I don't know. Okay, what about the camera controls thing? Not this. Not that. Wait, is it just here? Ooh, but I would have to have zoom for the tilt to do anything, I think. If I do that, then I could do... Oh, this is the wrong thing as well. Yeah. This is nothing. Okay. Did I just have my keyboard fucking... It scuffed the last time? No way. Surely I had it like this. No, this is weird for me. Okay. God damn. This is a problem. How do I do this? Okay, let's just search for the answer. OBS rotate element. Sure. Mojik, thank you for me. Okay. For this, start page is better. Okay. Sure, I'll look at this. If it's not possible, then I'll just forget. Oh, also I gotta modify the goals text in a moment. Sure. Okay, I feel this is not the article that I'm looking for. Yeah. Unfortunate. Alright, it's just gonna be scuffed, and I cannot unsee it. I didn't mean to close that. There we go. Okay. Network. And then we need source. Game. Alright, it's already been 12 minutes. Holy shit. Maybe we'll get the right code this time. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. I already did a bunch of stuff that didn't really help. Uh, but I don't know if I should have this stuff committed or not. Okay. I'll break it into a few commits and then I can revert to commits if needed. First do dish. And we'll say, okay. With this, I guess I changed the debug text to contain the fucking, like, I have like a proper thing for controlling the game speed now. Like, if you are connected to a server, then the server can tell you, oh, by the way, run the game a bit faster or run the game a bit slower, and then the client will comply. And that's also a bit fucked currently. I need to fix that. Get the debug text. Where do we call get debug text here? Oh, I don't have this screen anymore. Hold on. Why do I not have the grain filters? Oh, no, no, no. It's supposed to be on dish. The chromad. GitHub desktop green. The color. How do we pick screen color? There we go. Okay. Yes, there we go. I don't know, the green has changed. So we no longer had it. Same for the red. Alright, let me change that. Filters. Red, select, pick screen. There we go. Okay. Alright, now I'm here again. Very cool. Well, I probably don't have the other green. Yeah, but that's fine. Alright. I'm supposed to look at where we call get debug text. 9 to 8. Yeah. Do I already have game speed multiplier in the thing? We'll see, I guess. If I stash these, is this code valid? That's the question. It is valid. Okay, good. Alright. Then. We can include this. Basically, I just move the network loop. Wait, this is supposed to be the server though? Oh, oh no. This is correct. This is correct. This is le correct. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's fine. I think this is fully valid. I can stash these and check. And yep. Now this is a sleep update. Hmm. Yeah. So instead of sleeping, so what I used to do is try to receive stuff, and then I try to send stuff, and then I sleep. And honestly, that's probably still how I should be doing it. But I'm doing a different thing now, where I take note of when I last sent stuff, and then I just fire this loop without a sleep continuously. And if it has been 5 milliseconds since we last sent a packet, then we send again. Yeah. But that just means that we check for receiving packets constantly, and we also check for local inputs constantly. And also, if we get new local inputs, then we just send instantly anyway. We don't care if it's been 5 milliseconds or not if we receive new local inputs. Yeah. Indeed. I guess I could be sleeping after the send, but oh, I don't need this. And this is the thing that I'm trying to fix right now. Yeah. But now we only have the thing that I'm trying to fix, which is good. Also, I kind of want to have this here as well. Okay. I don't know why this was completely screwed up. It's the logic just did not work at all. Um, well, let's see, right? I guess this is gonna be networking. Also, let's do xed. Uh, okay. That is a good goal. I think that's plenty already. And then we show the goals. Let's resize the color source to fit. There we go. Clippity cloppity. Hippity hoppity. Alright. Which lines had the changes? 224. Can stop desktop. Okay, well, it's doing multi-line, whatever. I'm just so used to like going into GitHub desktop and then it just does like these fat lines for no reason. I'm like, bro, please. Alright, let's just run this thing and see. I was doing some testing a bit more controlled using NetM. Also, the camera has died. What the hell? Why does everything hate me? Can I like fix you somehow? How long has it been frozen? Nobody knows. Well, while it's frozen, I can do this. Okay. That can go all the way to the bottom, kind of. Okay. I'll center it. Alright. So, how do I... It's completely off. That's awesome. Replug the camera in. Let's see if camera controls has a thing on it. Nope. Alright. Camera control sees the thing now. I'm pretty sure. And then can I reload it here in OBS? Properties. Hello. Hey, there we go. Nice. We fix it live. We fix it live. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, I use NetM to simulate network delay. So I could have like precisely 50 ms or precisely 100 ms. But after I did NetM, launching Rocket League didn't work. And also I couldn't do like a local network transfer via Steam or something. It was just messing with stuff. So I can't really do that. Uh, Yep. We're gonna get a link soon. Well, I can get these running already. That's gonna give me the thing, hopefully. There we go. And this is, I think, the client. Yep, it is. Okay, so now it's connected and it doesn't want to do anything. Oh. It appears they didn't really get a connection going at all. Which is a bit unfortunate. That happens sometimes. Let's see again. And nothing. What? Nothing? Why nothing? Start tick 0. Am I tripping? Let's see. Okay, so start tick is 0. Let's go to... Yeah, this is the correct file. The order was as fucked. Okay. Confirmed tick is 2. And we take away -1 from it, I guess? That might be the problem. Yeah. Okay, so I can't do -1 there. Maybe like this then. That might be the problem. Me when integer wraparound. Okay, what is the problem now? Oh. Fair enough. Let's just test it without the -1. And what is the problem now? I didn't save. Let's go. Okay, second one is the client. Okay, I don't know if I was focused on that. Well, I got the IP anyway. Oh, I can move? I can place stuff? Hold on. No way. Yeah. It does not work, indeed. Also, we're dropping packets like crazy. Ooh. I feel like the network testing might not be the best idea here. Okay. I might have to fix the networking off stream because, yeah, either I do thingy or I do netm, and both are kind of fucked on stream because they fuck with the like bit rate. Okay, I'm gonna see if that recovers. It does not want to seem to recover. I'll restart the stream, I guess. Hold on. Alright, let's see if we drop packets now. Okay, we don't drop packets. Very cool. Alright, now we're back. Yeah, so I'll debug the networking later. Because if I do it on stream, then I just fuck the stream, apparently. So, and I don't want to be restarting the whole stream all the time, and I want to actually stream, instead of just being like, oh, okay, I started the stream, guys, and now I want to do networking, so I will end the stream, lol. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Don't want to end the stream just because I want to do networking. So if I'm not going to do networking, what am I going to do? That's a good question. I gotta rewrite the goals. And I'm gonna... These here. That's the goals for now. IDK. The good news is that I can do networking locally without ping. I think that works still. I'm gonna try it once. But I might have messed it up when trying to make it work otherwise. We'll see. Oh, there's like a massive delay. What the hell? Interesting. Do I still have the traffic control thing on? I don't know how I would do and check for that. Show, maybe? Okay, no, there doesn't seem to be a delay thing. Yeah, okay, the netcode is just fucked currently. Oh. Maybe if I make it work locally, then it's fine. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold the phone, hold the phone. +1? Maybe? Maybe? Maybe this works? Me when I see any excuse to do uninteresting work on stream? Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah, okay. +1 is not valid there. Mm-hmm. And I think... Okay, what is the error without this? Well, like, why do we not do anything? What's the problem, Bausch? Move there. They're like 50 inputs in the buffer, and then we drop to 0. Interesting. The buffer just grows and grows, and then we can drop. Okay. It might be because we go over some packet limit. But I don't know why the buffer keeps growing instead of shrinking. That is a bit curious. Curious indeed. But I'll refrain from networking for now. It's clearly an activity for another time. And on that note, I could start coding in like SSM like abilities or magic. Either one. Alright, actual gameplay programming. Let's go. And this is probably going to be a new item. Yeah, I think we're going to implement hits as items, maybe? I kind of really want to do the SSM-like game. I saw some stuff on the enter key. Kinda. Okay, so doing abilities is a bit more flexible than doing magic, but doing magic is awesome. For magic, I would need some particles and shit, at least for the shit that I'm envisioning. What do you think? I'll do abilities, I think. Me thinks abilities. Ooh. Yeah. This'll be motivation for fixing networking as well. Okay. I have no plan right now. I thought that I was gonna be doing networking. Fuck. Well, we have the sword and the gun, but I think I'm just gonna rework the gun first. Because the gun is kind of poo-poo. I had a design idea for it, but it doesn't really work out that well. Let's see. I'm gonna simplify it so it's just a static cooldown. Just make it do that. What is the max cooldown then? Like 2 seconds, right? Let's do 2 seconds for the cooldown. So on 100. Then let's modify the rendering. Ooh, interesting that I did it like this. Oh yeah. Okay, this is gonna be. I think that's correct. Let's see. Mm-hmm. I feel like it should be off cooldown as soon as the red disappears. But right now, there's like an additional tick of cooldown after that. Okay. So this is dish. If I do plus, I don't know, it's not gonna be like, it's gonna be like +1. There we go. Oh, okay, I got an idea for like a generalized thing that I could do. Think that's better now? It's still not the best actually. Yeah, I can like click when the red is gone and then it still doesn't quite register. Do +2, maybe? Not replace. Actually, no, I could look at the replay, but eh. There we go. Did I make it worse? Is that even okay? Am I doing anything? Do +10 and see what happens. No, I keep misclicking replays. Okay. Yeah. Now it is different. Does this need to be like 9 or whatever? Maybe 7. Maybe 7. I think that's correct. Questionable why it needs to be 7, but we take those. I don't have a division by 7 here anymore. It just kind of, this is what it needs to look correct visually. Ooh, almost want to do a bit more. Oh, I don't like that it's 9, because now it's the same as every other value, but it's like, yeah, let's just do +10. No, I changed my mind. Do +8. This is like very, very slight tweaking. Okay. I was thinking that I could have another type of cooldown display. I think this is good, though. +8 seems to be the sweet spot. Oh, Davy's unofficial son. Hello. And yes, it is indeed a near stream. It was a bit scuffed because I started with trying to fix networking stuff, and then everything broke. Right? I can't do netm to simulate delay because it just breaks everything. And then when I try to do it through Pingy, so it goes through like a real networking tunnel service. And then that broke the stream. And I'm like, okay, sure, let's just not do networking then. I'll fix networking on my own time. And I have missed a total of 1 stream, right? Only 1. And that was, I think, not last week, but the week before that. That was when I missed a stream. And it was like I had like friends over, and there was a bit of an incident. And I could have streamed, but I really did not feel like streaming. So that was that. But otherwise, I've been on the stream game, right? Every Saturday. Um, like the stream started 44 minutes ago. Smile. I mean, it happens. I don't hold anyone hostage to come watch the streams, right? I promise. Let's see. Let's cut the cooldown in half and do 1 second. Yeah, how have you been doing? If I recall correctly, um, you did the like custom Minecraft servers? Question mark? Oh, this is a little cooldown on the lip now, permanently, and that goes over. Okay. Why is that the case? Well, it's probably this has to be different based on le cooldown. Okay. Hmm. So here would have to be +4 instead. Well, let's test it. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I I maybe should have been slacking on this project because of education, but I just can't stop. I cannot stop. Yeah. Okay, so right now this is mostly just a movement tool for myself, but it could also be used to damage others. But it kind of exists in a void right now. Nothing else exists. Also, 1 second is way too fucking spammable, at least for what this is. Yeah. Okay. Because if you think, even if other kits have other abilities, like, what are you supposed to do against this? Right? Because it deals like this kind of KB. Or then it would have to do, like, no damage. Right? Maybe 1.5. So I say 1.5, but even 1 second was kind of much. Maybe 75. At least it felt like much. And 75 is gonna be 0.75 seconds. Oh, dude, I got like one of those spam bots again. Nice. It has been a while. At least I have auto mode. All I see is best promotion on hidden.org. Let's go. That's pretty awesome, I would say. Alright, I'll tweak the gun a bit and then probably make a new item. And this is XED. It's the default text editor that came with Linux Mint. So nothing fancy. Oh, look at that. This is already a lot better, like with the cooldown. I think the 1 second might be the optimal. But I will refuse to do exactly 1 second, so we'll do 104. So this is how many? We have 104 divided by 50, so it's... Oh, am I dumb? Yeah, because 50 is 1 second. Yeah, no, this is 2 seconds. Yeah, and when I did 75, it was actually over 1 second. Yeah, it was 1.5. So 104 is 2.08 seconds. Alright, we'll see how that feels. Dude, for some reason I was thinking that 100 is 1 second. That's amazing. But yeah, now's your chance to affect the future development of this game, meaning I have no ideas for what to do next. Meaning, if you have ideas for items, you can voice yourself now. And for context, this is supposed to be like a first-person 3D platform fighter thing. I basically think Super Smash Bros, but first person, right? And then you've got the right idea. Hell, sniper rifle. Okay, well, the idea that I take out of that is basically a hit scan. But, I'm thinking, do I want to have a hit scan? That is the question. It kind of makes netcode a bit harder because then it actually needs to work really well. With projectiles, there's the benefit that you kind of like there's some amount of leeway for the netcode because you throw the projectile and then you can see the projectile move. And with hit scan, like if your crosshair wasn't the guy, then you're supposed to hit the guy, right? And that's a bit harder. I kind of want to do a thing. Also, our height is 6'7" here. Let's go. I kind of want to do a thing where the gameplay makes the netcode like a bit easier. Like I don't want to demand much for myself from the netcode department. I guess, yeah. I mean, if later on it seems like hitscan is easy, then I'll be like, okay, we'll add something, right? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I could have like a different arc with a projectile. Mm-hmm. Just thinking now. Thinking. Oh, okay. So that's what you're. Mm. Okay, now that. What if we just have a thing where you just like spawn like a boulder and it just rolls along the ground, right? Now, okay. Well, I'm taking this into an entirely different direction now, right? We just spawn a big fucking boulder and it rolls along the ground and then it will just sweep whatever comes along, right? I think that's a good idea. Let's start by making a model. Well, I mean, we already have a circle. Saves or circle, or a sphere rather. Sphere select should be somewhere here. Sphere select, there we go. I was gonna resave this, or do I perhaps first change? Let's make a cobblestone, why not? I guess I'll make a new selection. Okay, let's see. We do this, I do this. To do a similar sphere to before. One below. No, okay, it's a bit hard to tell sometimes where it is. I think that's the level, and then we do, yeah, fill it. That is indeed a stone sphere. Hmm. Envim. So I guess Envim is Neovim. Yeah, I try to get into Vim at some point. But the keybinds, it's just oof. Also a funny thing. I am I am holding the orb. Hold on. I need to move my hands like this. Alright, there we go. Fuck. It's still so unintuitive to do this. The orb is mine. The fucking cobblestone orb. Anyway. Uh, uh, it's like the basic navigation, like going along the text. I mean, I guess it could be. It's been a while since I even tried it, but it's yeah, just honestly, just going like in and out of insert mode was pain for me. Like it just didn't make intuitive sense. Anyway, let's shave dish and boulder. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be stolen straight from whatchamacallit. Why am I blanking out? Hold on, the game where you're going into a dungeon. Barony. 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 Yeah. I Oh, actually, here's a question for you. Can you insert images into there? Into your notes? Is that a thing you can do? Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I've been using Obsidian just because it works as like the traditional GUI experience, and then I can paste images. Mm-hmm. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna add a new item, and it's gonna be boulder. And we're also gonna have a cooldown here. Or fuck it, we'll worry about the cooldown later, right? Right now, it's just gonna be spammable every game tick. That's awesome. Okay, let's see where we get errors. We should have 2 errors. We have 5. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, oh, this one, sure. Let's move you here. Four errors. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, that reminds me, I haven't taken a look at my Anki cards in a while. I should. I should do that. And like I was like, oh yeah, I have the whole summer to study and add new Anki cards, you know? And now I have like 12, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 days of the summer break left. I've done zero studying. But I just been doing coding, programming. It's like, bro, what the hell? Where did the break go? Yeah. You know, well, that's how it do be sometimes. And honestly, it's maybe I'll get a wake up call and the exams will go badly. But so far, dude, I just fucking freestyle any school shit and it just like the grades keep being good. I'm like, okay, sure, boss. Like whatever. It's hard to commit and care when you get it for free. I guess is what I would say. I also have this project, and it's like, bro. Well, well, funny thing. So I'm basically doing the Finnish equivalent of high school right now. Because years ago when I did it for the first time, I dropped out due to depression and some other stuff. And then you know, I've been basically just doing arbitrary random things for years, and now I'm like back in Lukio, which is the Finnish equivalent of high school. So I'm like, okay, maybe we should do this. I was just trying to find a job that I can do, so I can do programming on my free time and then just do something. But it was like it seemed like there was no job anywhere that's willing to take me, even for like a trial period. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Because I realized we need a new entity as well for this. If we spawn in a boulder, yeah. So now it's that. Yeah, but there's like we basically choose like which quote unquote final exams we want to like complete, or like write. What would be the English term? Like in Finnish we say that we quote unquote write the exams. Um but there's some that I'm obviously not taking, like religion and history. Those are like no thanks. Or geology. I'm like nah. Yeah, I guess take would be the right word. True. I'm doing like math, English, pretty obvious choice there. Biology, which is a bit weaker for me, but I'm interested in it, right? At least on some level. This is one of those where actually studying would have helped. Yeah. Fair enough. Um, I'm gonna blame this on not sleeping enough or not knowing the words. Yeah, but it's like as long as you just remember all of the terminology, I think you're already like pretty good, right? Uh, and yeah, and it is definitely not like a passion subject for me, but I don't know. It might have been like just the moment when I just chose like, oh, let's just try biology, whatever. Yeah, I that's me with chemistry. Holy shit, chemistry was not for me. I mean, honestly, the I might have been fine with chemistry. I was like to my teacher, I was like, hey, maybe I should like learn these basic things for like counting, like how many like carbons there are on this molecule and whatever, and maybe I should just drill this into my head. Like, what do you think? And they're like, nah, you don't have to do that, right? It's fine. And me, the idiot I am, I took their word for it. And then in later lessons, when it's like, okay, this is like a basic thing that you just know, right? I'm like, I have no fucking clue because I didn't drill the thing into my head. It was so fucking dumb. It was so fucking dumb, and yeah, it's really hard to study subject when there's like obvious things that you're supposed to know that you just don't know, bruh. Oh yeah, I know those like basically TLDR. Chemistry could have been fine for me, but I trolled. But I basically trolled by taking my teacher's advice and not like drill basic information in my head that is needed later. But yeah, anyway. Alright, so we need an entity for the boulder. We have simple enemy here, gun projectile here, and we're gonna make bub struct boulder. I guess it's gonna be a bit more descriptive to say boulder projectile. we're gonna have, yeah, we need basically all of these, I think. And also this. We're gonna have custom sizes for these? Maybe. I kinda want to do that. Yeah, I like math. It's nice. It's how would I say? It's a thing to be good at. I was like thinking, how do I actually feel about math? It's not like I studied endlessly for fun. It's more like it's it's easy enough that it's like, okay, let's just do this thing, and then sometimes there are difficult things, but it's all manageable. And it is interesting. It does interest me. I think that's the one of the most important things. Yeah, school math. It's I mean I could hold on. I'm gonna switch for a moment so I can pull up my notes without like doxing myself. Because I don't know where the windows spawn. Okay, they didn't spawn on my main screen, so that's good. I can do that. And then hold on. I'm gonna see where my latest math thing is. Alright, here's we did a probability calculation, and this is all in Finnish. Let's go. Yeah, no doxing, no doxing. Uh, this might be like, I don't know, this is like the most different thing that we did. But it's fun. It's fun. The probability, but this is like the introductory stuff. But I'm guessing this might look familiar to you if you do math yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was statistics. Well, no, it was actually just probability. We were supposed to also have statistics, but then we like we had like a new exam system, and there was like some problems left with it, all right? And one of the problems was that you couldn't like just work with big data sets like like tables of data, right? They would just fucking break the exam system because they didn't test it properly and whatever. And this is not like the fault of my school. This is like globally in Finland, this new system is being rolled out, and it just didn't work for big tables, right? So our teacher was like, okay, well, I can't fucking have statistics in the fucking exam because it breaks. So we will only do probability. And I mean, we will do statistics actually the upcoming like semester, I guess. So it's fine. Well, this is funny. It's like improvise, adapt, overcome. Ay, ay. Anyway, let's see. This is kind of. I should do the item first and then do the entity. I shouldn't stack these tasks on top of each other. Okay, items, and then we go to 40. Okay, it's this thing. And this is gonna be basically the same as everything else here. That's cool. Gone, except it's gonna be boulder. And now that I remember, git add boulder data. I need that. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I will ever do that. If I had a lot of time, I mean, okay, so here's the thing. I actually think saying that, oh, if I had time is a fucking excuse. It's such a fucking big excuse. It's just a way of saying, oh, that thing doesn't really interest me, but I'm too nice, or I try to be nice, so I don't want to say that it doesn't fucking interest me, so I'll just say that I don't have time, right? Um, oh, you, god damn. Oh, maybe like because of rules. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was thinking they were just calling me ancient and that my brain has already atrophied. Anyway, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause yeah, saying they don't have time is just, yeah, it's just priorities, really. I mean, the only kind of, I mean, I guess it can be true if you like work three jobs, right, and you barely get enough money to put food on the table. Then it's like, yeah, yeah, that maybe you don't have time, actually. At least for me personally, I have time. I just allocated all of it into this one fucking thing, basically. Anyway, which errors do we have left? Okay, 93. What do we do here? Oh yeah, boulder. And now only save load left, but there's another thing. There we go. Yeah. And now we open up save load. uh, so I can starve and get into IMO. What is IMO in this context? I am confused. Let's see. Yeah, most competition high school. Yep, fair enough. Oh, okay. Fair. Oh yeah, and there was. It's funny that this reminds me. There was like a programming competition thing, and it's also for like high school level. And obviously, I wouldn't be participating because I'm past the age range. But I have a classmate who is somewhat interested in programming, and I already like coached them a bit on some stuff. It would be kind of funny to have them participate in the competition with me like teaching them in advance. Like, okay, this is how you do everything. I think they would actually do pretty well because they did have some motivation on like learning all the stuff. And it was funny though because there were there were two students beside me in the class. One of them like actively uses AI for school stuff, and I mean, from what I saw, they do it like in a good way, except maybe for programming, right? For programming, they should have maybe done more thinkeronging, but it is what it is. If it doesn't interest them, then it's rough. Well, one was interested and thought about the problems, and other was not that interested. And well, they did still think about the problems, but it was more like forgetting syntax kind of thinking. If that makes sense. Yeah, it is definitely easier to learn if you're interested. I can say that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I I've been heavily leaning in the direction of just not using AI for anything. Uh, it's just like how to say, I'm just playing it safe, basically. I do have a local model installed. Um, because of course I have a local model installed, right? But it's like I open it every 3 months or so, or like every 2 months, and then I'm like, okay, because I basically think like, okay, maybe this is a thing, or the LLM would have a funny response, right? And then I check it, right? But I don't really use it for anything. Okay, now we actually run the game, which is cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. That is I thought about it at some point for like making flashcards, but then I was also like, I'll just make them myself. Honestly, it if I could give myself any tip, like if I could travel back in time like 2 years when I'm like starting uh Lukio, so basically high school for the second time, it would be just make flashcards from the beginning, just from the, all the subjects that you care about, just make flashcards. It's so fucking good, at least for me. Yeah, I don't make flashcards for math, but for like biology, and what else? Psychology actually is one of the things that I am studying. It's so good. It's so good. Like I don't have to strain my memory on trying to remember stuff. Well, because I can just make flashcards and then like uh, I will fucking remember those things, right? It just works. Now let's make clicking do something. Uh, we need the entity. Uh, let's do cargo formats. Let's add this. I changed the gun cooldown. Okay, that's gonna be a separate commit. Let's see this thing if I can disappear from here because I changed the thing. Okay, items. I think that's fine. Yep. And then, all right. Yeah, and the thing fucking disappears because of course it does. But that's fine. Now let's stash and then check that we can still compile. Yes, it is a valid commit. That's very cool. There we go. And then we add le boulder. Boulder, boulder, boulder. And we also added here a boulder. And this is not, and this is boulder. Let's see. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, the problem with notes is that there's a whole bunch to read, right? And I don't know if the fact that I did zero studying, aside from looking at my flashcards, right, says anything about my studying work ethic. But it's like I'll read the notes like once or twice before the exam, like right around the when the exam is like right around the corner, right? I don't really like read them for fun a lot. This is not a hobby pastime for me. Well, flashcards, I can actually look at those every now and then. And It's really nice. Yeah, well, fair enough, fair enough. Um, yeah. This is just in cargo format. All right. Every time I push now, I get reminded that I should be using something else than GitHub. I guess, yeah. I want to move away from it. We'll resave over because I want to have the empty space below. If I could change a few things about this text editor, one would be that I can scroll below the text and just have empty space here. Because if I'm like editing text here, I don't want to look at the bottom of my screen. I want to be looking like around here always. And it's like, why can't I scroll past the end? And the other is that the auto completion. Hold on. This should have one dedicated key for like activating the auto completion. Right now, if I try to go up and down to like go on the other lines, the word completion thing eats my input, and it's like, bro, what the hell are we doing here? Okay. Game state. Struct game state. Yes. And then we have boulder projectiles. Yeah, this is how I'm doing my entities. We don't have like a generic entity thing that we inherit from. We just have vex of different entities. And maybe I'll curse myself later and say that this is a bad idea, but this is how I'm doing it right now. Yippee! And then we need clone. Let's do debug as well. Just in case we need that. And this needs to be boulder projectile. Okay, nice. Boulder projectiles. Yeah, and I did think about this like right before the stream. I was like, damn, I think the 6 a.m. Helsinki time on Saturdays is not the optimal stream time. Even if I think about like the times that my friends are awake, like they've told me like, oh yeah, we would like check the streams out every now and then, but it's like the timing is so ass. I'm like, okay, fair enough. It's funny though. And it's gonna be this. Oh, okay, that was almost in the wrong position. And there we go. And now we actually need to This is the correct position. And then we'll do that. Entity. I'll need to copy this because I don't fucking remember the function signature. We don't return anything. Okay. Damn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess for you it would be more convenient if I streamed earlier, right? Um, but I think If I I just I just started thinking it's like I'm like hard to catch because yeah, I just stream at the worst fucking possible time. But it works for me, right? I guess sometimes on Saturdays, I need to like help out people with stuff, but nobody needs me at 6 a.m., right? So it's just so fucking free. Nothing usually comes in the way of me streaming, so I'm like, yeah, this is a good vibe. Oh, yeah. If I was to stream later, then maybe it would be like 10 hours later, right? Which would start turning into I'm streaming earlier, right? Just because of we only have 24 hours in the clock. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see. Game tick. How do I do this thing here? The thing. The dingaling. New game tick. Okay, I just have one loop question mark? Kind of. Okay, I see what I do there. uh, fair, fair, fair. Nobody bought your bed, but nobody in the bed? Winky face? Anyway, the joke entered my head, and I had to do it. Alright, for boulder, and then we want to do a mutable loop. To do move boulders. When I create a gun projectile, yeah, we pass in a position and a direction, and we are gonna do the same for the boulder. Pub FN new. And yeah, the grind set is real for the loneliness sometimes. I mean, I have a lot of social contacts, right? But, there's like a certain threshold or a barrier where it's like, oh, okay, there's friends, right? There's close friends, and then there's like a zone which after after that zone or barrier, there's nothing. I'm like, okay. It's like, bruh, maybe someday, maybe someday. And you might have a few. Oh, actually, good news. I got one more friend to move to Matrix. And I have like my core friend group now on Matrix. And the core friend group being 2 people plus me. That's good. Fair, fair, fair. Yep. It's dude, there's some law stuff that I hope passes where basically messaging services have to interact with one another so you can chat with people on different platforms. That would be fucking awesome, right? Because we have the technology. Everybody just wants their users for themselves, right? It's like, bro, we know how to send text and we know how to send files. Just fucking work together, please. It would actually be so easy, but there's just it's not only zero incentive to do it, there's negative incentive to do it. Because why would you put yourself into a position where you can lose your users, right? Because they can just move to another service? Fuck that. Yeah, exactly. A big negative incentive for doing that ever. We can actually just make boulders now. They're not gonna do much. Every time I say boulder, I think of Boulder Skate. But like boulder and boulder, different things. But this is gets pronounced like the exact same way almost. Anyway, let's see. I need to actually render these. So get vertices. Yeah, this is where you do rendering. I think that's correct. And now we're gonna have things that don't move. They're gonna look like gun projectiles, but that's fine. Let's see. Just from a economic standpoint, it's a bit of sucky precedent where state can pass limits or what I'd call minor inconvenience. Uh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Are you thinking like making new messaging services would be harder then? Because of that? Oh yeah, I didn't make the code that spawns in boulders. That's my bad. Uh and you want few new things. And I mean, if that's the case, then I would say perhaps we only tester the messaging services that go beyond a certain size, where they're like almost guaranteed to have the resources. Or then well, I mean that, and also just make it easy, lol. Right? And also uh okay. Um and I would heavily disagree on the minor inconvenience part, right? Because this is, how would I say? Discord is enacting mass surveillance, right? Why do people not move away from Discord? Because their friends are on Discord, right? So Discord is free to, you know, creep more and more malicious shit into the app. Nobody will move because everybody's on Discord, and it's like, oh, it's only slightly different than yesterday. So bad shit can happen, and it's like, bro, okay, I think society is moving into a bad direction, and this is a major contributor. So yeah, that's my take on that. It's like I think we'd be a lot better off if that was the case. All right, let's make the position be the player position. Me dot bounds dot pos. Then we also want the direction, and let's just do. Now, how do I do it for the gun? Here's the gun. Oh, I guess I'll do this. And I'm passing the direction in there. That's interesting. Oh yeah, fair enough. Oh, but I want to modify this slightly. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, how would I say? I mean, sure. I mean, holy shit. Okay, I need to like word this properly. Hold on. Well, I mean, the whole point of communicating with, I mean, the point of using messaging apps is to communicate with people, right? And if I start using a service that nobody else uses, it is actually physically impossible for me to communicate with other people, right? Because nobody is using that app. And and even if some other people are using it, if my friends are not using it, it is physically impossible for me to communicate with them. Sure, I don't have to communicate with my friends, but it's like, eh, you know, right? Like I could cut contact with all people, right? I would probably be miserable, but I could do that. But humans are something social creature, something human. So I don't think that's like a viable strat. And you could put forward the argument where like, oh well, if your friends actually care, then they'll move to the new service. Maybe a few people, but not a lot, right? As you said already, like even using one like Discord alternatives is a lot. Like people don't want to do that shit, and I think for very understandable reasons. And and like not having a phone versus not being able to like keep in touch, I think are different things. Yeah, I mean, I purposefully kind of like imagine the keyboard as the government issue that you mentioned. I went like this, right? Oh, I hit the fucking thing. I went like that for a reason because I think that's like a longer discussion topic, and that would like instantly end the work I could do because it would just turn into that discussion. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No, I mean something one language center. Uh oh yeah, okay, okay, yeah, I see. Just talking about that. But yeah, I went like this, right? Like if the keyboard is the government issue, I just went fully fucking around, right? Didn't mention it at all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you could maybe give a. I think the government is a tool for collective action, and I mean that's what it should be, right? You know, and like if people think like, oh, maybe we should be able to use whatever messaging service we want and still be able to talk to each other, and everybody like, or the majority of people agree, then that should be the law. And that is a very idealistic view, and I do agree that you can have overreach on like regulation, but I think there's also good to be had from regulation. It's almost like things exist for a reason. Okay. Uh, do we actually spawn anything now? Let's check. Let's get back from the sidetrack. And it's also interesting to me because sometimes people are like saying like, "Oh, maybe we have like a completely different idea on this thing," and then I don't know. Let's see. Lies fair. Interesting. Uh, Fuck it. I'll probe this. This is interesting. This is interesting enough. Um, okay, for context, I have not thought about this a lot, right? I have not studied this. So this is just layman takes from me. But if the government doesn't have or use power, doesn't the power just go to corporations and rich people? Like, isn't that just like the logical conclusion of that? Like, basically, if you have money, then you have power, and that's that. If that's the case, I think that's bad. I think that is not a very hard take to make. Like, if money equals power, then maybe we should have something to balance that. Okay, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, then it's, I think our completely different ideas for what the government should do is basically just a point on this one-dimensional spectrum, or like, okay, how much power should money give you, basically. And I think that money should give you less power than you think. Or maybe I'm oversimplifying. Okay. We actually don't need to change anything here. It was the spawning that's the issue, I think. What I... Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, okay, so congratulations. I'm making a boulder, but I'm not adding it anywhere. That's very cool, I would say. Okay, nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say I think even right now, like I think the like your usual citizen would have more power if money gave you less power. Right? Because there are some people that are a bit richer than other people, right? There's like a small imbalance in uh how much money people have, right? I was about to talk about like assets and whatever, but it all boils down to fucking capital anyway. Yeah. And if we moved into the direction of, oh, money matters even more for power, then it's like we give even more power to the very few that have a lot. And it's like, bro. And I'm not even thinking about this on like an ideological level where it's like, oh, how things should be. It's more like how the system currently is. There's just some people with a lot of resources compared to everyone else. And if you say, oh, resources matter even more, those people benefit and everyone else suffers. And why are we trolling? Hello? Like in an ideal world, we don't have just a few people with everything, but that's kind of how it do be right now. Well, I. Well, then resources equal everything, right? And then I think some sort of entity will emerge with a lot of resources that wants to command other people, right? And if it's not government, then you're a slave, basically. You just have to do whatever you're commanded because they have the resources, they have soldiers, and whatever. GG, right? Yeah. That's but I mean, yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we make the boulders, but they look like gun projectiles and they don't move. And they don't have all the same angle. Interesting. If I look straight ahead, then it looks like this. If I spawn a gun projectile, it looks reasonable though. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, man. Okay, so this rendering for the projectile might be a bit scuffed, but it doesn't matter because it moves so fucking fast, you can't tell that it's scuffed. Like when it's at the peak of its arc, it's actually looking down already, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm less interested in what the ideal would be if people were different and more like, okay, what can we do to make the world better as it is right now? Like, what is the next step, right? I think that's a lot more meaningful to think about. Like, what's the next step versus, okay, what if we were in heaven? Okay, for Boulder, we'll make them move momentarily. First, let's change the rendering. And I can copy this thing from here. Probably. Ooh. I'm seeing the benefits of one thing right now. Holy shit. I guess I make this a function. True. Okay. This should be in meshing and not here. Okay. Set source meshing. Oh, look at these closing braces here. What the hell? Okay. Pub FN. And we return the vertices. Oh, okay. Fair enough. On the audio word thing, and fair enough also on the bed thing. Fair enough. Yep. Yep. Good night. Good night. Have a good one, and thank you for stopping by. All right. Let's just return that. I think Oh, well, that's just correct. Okay. I can change this and oh, we also need mesh world here. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, honestly, I will not refactor this because that's kind of ass. Yeah, that's fine. Do we take everything from meshing here? And we do not. That's fine. Okay. Alright, alright. Yippee, boulder. Entity. We have a boulder. Might need to transform it a bit, but that's fine. We don't need to know a baby size. We don't need to know any of this shit. This is all unnecessary. This is unnecessary. I think that's fine. We'll rotate it according to the direction. It'll be modified a bit, but that's fine as well. Alright, now we should have a boulder. Oh. Oh. Cargo RR. Let's see Le Boulder. Oh, there we go. That's a boulder. That's funny. Ooh. Just it's like seeing smaller unaligned blocks is just weird to me. Like this guy just sort of exists here, you know? Just a chill boulder. And I guess when he rotates, the lighting is gonna like stay static on it. If that's a problem, it'll get changed eventually. For now, it will stay like this. Okay, let's make them move. They actually need to collide with the ground. I think once I make these boulders roll, it'll be time for me to consider ending the stream. Okay. Just thinking. Thinking. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna use interpolation T to figure out the angle as well. I'm gonna have some kind of angle increment that happens in the game tick. And then I can just interpolate that. Yep. I could store it as a float spot. I'll store it as an integer. And pi 2 pi is the full turn. So we'll do a full turn in a second. I think that's fine. Fix the floats. Self-up angle. Oh. Yeah, it's not going to be interpolated for now. Except that I can pretty easily do that. So we do... Do we have tau? Is that a thing? Oh, we don't. Do we have pi? Don't? Oh. Okay. And then I can probably do tau. Yeah. And it's going to be divided by 50. Times interpolation t. Now the angle is going to be completely smoothly interpolated between ticks, which is good. Oh, and we need to do self.angle here. Oh, not self, but boulder.angle. Nice. And then here. There we go. Saves. B3 test. Not quite what I'm looking for. Also, interesting bug. If I unfocus the window, then I open the inventory instead of the main menu. It opens the last menu. Okay. That should be fixed at some point. Oh, I need to left click. And look at him go. I see no problems with this. Okay, let's maybe make this centered. Yeah. So I need to modify le position. What is the scale here? I'm using the hotbar item thing, so it's gonna be 0 to 1 question mark? Is it a struct? So we have scale. Scale is 8. So it should be 0 to 1. Yeah, that is a bit scuffed. I should be passing the meshing options here instead of just using a default thing. But that's fine. That's fine. For now, it is fine. I could also have like a thing here where it's like we offset the mesh, but I'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. Oh, I just realized this boulder thing. This is a very generalized thing, actually. Like, this could be magic, this could be an ability, or this could be an environmental hazard. It could be anything. Okay, ooh. This could be vector 3, 1. Might need to be half, actually. Well, we'll see. I think it's gonna rotate in a scuffed way, but the other direction now. Saves. Oh, let's do it with a replay for the funny. Oh, this is a long replay, actually. This, okay. Is this gonna crash? Yeah, it crashes because I never did that. Okay. Saves. D3 test. I have to left click. It's scuffed and I can't tell if it's different. Okay, oh, forgot the R's. I try to right click constantly. And look at that. He's spinning. Yeah, the lighting changing like that is a bit scuffed. Cannot lie. But look at him. He's so nice. Wait, hold on. I have to do this now. Let me make one here. I am the orb spinner. I spin the boulder. Hold on, maybe a different angle. There we go. I hold him in the palm of my hand. I don't know if I'll ever get tired of that. Okay, he should move and be bigger. So we'll pass meshing options into the meshing function. Options. Yes. Let me go to entity. What are the fields that we need? Oh. Okay. Fulbright. Let's do true for fun. Actually, we need true. We need true. Ignore triggers, true. Plane fix offset, 0. What are the other fields? Render colliders, false. Scale is the only one that I really wanted to change. Save. Well, to be honest, 8 kind of worked here. So it's a 0 to 1 range. And I can now modify this after doing this, right? But I'll have the settings there, like, explicitly. That's fine. And v dot position. Oh, I should actually do this in different order. This is the last step. Almost something like this. This is probably not gonna work because I don't have mold assign. Oh, never mind. It's just this different thing now. Yep. I don't have mold assign, so we need to do this a bit more verbose. Yep. Din 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 din. Yep, it changes. Let me just do like times by 5 here. Just as a test. Surely I will not forget this thing here and then later wonder. Oh, look at that. That's a big boulder. I think 5 actually is the right size as well. That's funny. Oh yeah, and it's spawning in the wrong position. And now it's very, very clear that it's the wrong position because it is so big. Right, so we'll do size as 5. And to a... yeah, we're here. Alright. And I want to modify the direction so that it's only horizontal, maybe? Actually, no, we'll allow launching this slightly vertically. But it's just the boulder itself is gonna just fall, right? Because that's what boulders do. Okay. And we want the position to be different. So here, it's not gonna be just here. This is the origin of the boulder. We need... Oh, no. This should just be the center. And the entity code itself figures itself out. Okay. Let's call the center. And... I was thinking size is a radius. I don't know what this actually measures right now. Let's do this for now. I want to measure the boulder. How big is the boulder right now? Let me align myself with the block. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's fine. Do it like that. So now it's like aligned. We go up to this block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it is in blocks. The size is in blocks. That's good to know. So it's so scuffed but lovely at the same time. Oh yeah. Okay. Mm, okay. I think we do just minus. That should center le boulder. I'll probably need additional code to ensure that it spawns on top of the ground. Yep. Honestly, one, zero, one. We don't want to offset it vertically. What's the problem, Bosch? Oh, this needs to be in a different position. There we go. I was thinking like, oh, I don't want to do like parentheses for the multiplication and this. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I could also do this the other way around. Like if I wanted to. Like it's all the same. Anyway, brain short-circuited and I wrote something dumb. Let's go. Oh, and it's still like above the ground. Why is it above the ground? Oh, we spawned it on the camera. That's why. That's why it's above the ground. Alright, that's fine. I'm thinking, should this be like, does this offsetting code belong in the spawning or here? I feel like this is starting to be player specific. So I'll actually move this over. This belongs right here. And we'll say me.bounce.pos. We do that. We do that. Oh. And let size. Huh? Oh, it's to be defined before. True. Here we go. Yay, now it's just grazing the ground. Exactly how it should be. It's like the boulder has teeth and it's like ripping into the ground. It's ready to go. That's awesome. Dude, this is like threatening. How to induce anxiety. Oh my god, I just realized I could do like not a remake, but like an extension of the dungeon game. And I could add shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just make the lighting match, and this is something fucking awesome. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Holy shit. Okay, maybe we're making another dungeon game, boys. Maybe. It's possible. It's possible. Awesome. Okay, let's make it move. And I think the collider... I kinda want to make it a sphere, honestly. Kinda want to make it a sphere. It could be a box as well. Nobody would probably notice. Perhaps start simple. And I mean, I could also have different hitboxes for the world collision and then the fucking damage. Let's start simple. Make it move. Like, we don't even have a concept of damaging yet. Only thing is knockback, really. Okay. We have a boulder. We have to move the boulder. This is the boulder gonna go through the gate of the boulder. The boulder's gate. Alright. Oh, interesting. I have like a whole thing here for the velocity. What I think... Well, divided by 4? Really? Hmm. Oh, I see what I'm doing here. Let's just do this. We'll just have nothing vertical. And we won't divide by 4 because we're not pussies. And we'll have fast boulders, right? Oh. I really want to have this thing where when the boulder rolls, like, the movement is extremely accurate to the horizontal displacement. It's just like a... I think this is one of those little things where it's like a flight by 1,000 feathers type of deal. And like like this is one feather. This detail of the boulder moving or rolling accurately to the speed is a feather, right? And then you have 1,000 of those, and your game is better, right? And you can maybe fly, aka have success. Anyway, uh, let's actually move the boulder. We actually don't just move it, we actually need to collide with the environment. And we have a simple enemy somewhere. There we go. I love simple enemy. I can just copy him. We'll do these. Boulder. We don't even have bounds for the boulder. Yeah. We just have position. This here, I have boulder velocity. Yep. That looks right. We don't have friction on the boulder. The boulder will never slow down. Or maybe it should slow down if it goes like upstairs. But oh my god, I just realized I have to fucking do stair movement for these things. Oh no. Anyway, um, we'll figure it out. So what does that look like right now? Oh. Oh yeah, duh. Duh. So we will do. Actually, I want to implement the new math thing. Like I said, source math. Oh, we already have it. No, 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 we didn't have it open. From 2 points. I will say from center and size. The center is vector 3t. Size is also a vector 3t. Yep. Okay. Oh, and this has to be t2. Mm-hmm. What else? Copy, I guess. Or std ops sub. I was gonna ask for more, but that's fine. And also div. And we want clone, I guess, as well. Question marks. Oh. Mm-hmm. Why can't we do that? Oh, okay. Yeah, and then we say and then how do I do this elsewhere? Is the question. Oh, div, and then I say t there. Okay. Okay. We probably need to specify the output as well. Yep. No. I will say copy here so we don't have to fucking clone that explicitly. There we go. I like how the hype shenanigans took longer than the code itself. Okay, maybe that's not a good thing, but you know, you deal with the language's quirks that you have. Okay, box from center and size, and we say boulder dot position vector 3 boulder dot size. And that seems fine. Excited to see what we get. It's like unwrapping a gift on Christmas Eve. Where did he go? Oh, he goes that direction. The boulders are fast and they don't give a shit about anything. Oh, my frame rate is fucking dying. What is happening? What? Sure, boss. Sure, boss. Oh. Is it just because they go far and they're trying to curate the world? No. They don't give a shit about anything. They just fucking go through. Sure. Oh, okay, there's at least like one issue here. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna keep this simple. I'm gonna keep that simple. So I don't have to like offset the position back. And we're gonna fix the rendering instead, if that's broken. Oh, look at that. It fucking works immediately. Wow. That's awesome. Oh yeah, it can't fit. It's too fat. Oh yeah, the FPS really doesn't like them. Why are we going so low? Huh? Huh? What is happening? Okay, honestly kind of a head scratcher. Oh, is it because the angle increment? No way. Okay, let's I'm gonna test this first to make sure that they're not like duplicating themselves or anything like that. Um and this is gonna be .len. There we go. Something is making it so they are not happy. One boulder and now let's wait. Alright. Let's see if our frames get destroyed. Oh. We are going lower, I think. It's like slowly but surely our frame count is going lower and lower. Why? Why you do this? Is it the rolling? Because we have a bigger and bigger number there? No way. Yeah, it's steadily going lower and lower and lower. Now we fucking tank. Okay. So there's only one boulder. Only one boulder. Let's make it not spin. And see if that fixes it. It's gonna look scuffed as hell. I think. Actually, let's do it the other way around. Let's speed it up. Now let's go to the replay, and we'll play the replay. Oh, that's the wrong replay. Huh. I guess it didn't save the replay? Question mark? It should have. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, it's failing to load a lot of replays now. Why is it failing? Oh, yeah. Okay. I actually fucked this commit up. I fucked that up. Which line is this? Okay. There we go. Fucking hell. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And we'll squish these. Or squash, I mean. Da 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 da. Force push. Here we go. I'm glad that I tested that. Okay, replays. And it appears to be not moving at all. But it's because it's moving a full rotation every tick. I believe that's the reason. I'm gonna skip forward a bit. When I skip forward, we get like such bad frames. I wonder if the sudden drop happens at the same time. Why does incrementing this one number even matter? Is it the case? Like, I know I placed the log block around when the frame drop happened. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's not increment at all. Is it something else? Oh, it's probably the vertical velocity. Okay. Probably this, actually. I think. Does simple enemy not take that into account? Question mark? Let's see. It is not. Interesting. Well, is it the velocity then? Him. This might be an issue as well, but it's not as apparent because those enemies are smaller. Okay. Let's see. Need the collision information or contact information. Da, da, da. Let's do this as mutable. I'll adjust the screen. There we go. Oh, we need to make the public. All right, back to entity. Okay, we need to make contact information also public. There we go. And we are here. Let's see. And even that is private. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything has to be public. There we go. Now, if I want to do slime bounces, I guess I have to re-implement it for the boulder. I might have to make like a generalized move function that does a bit more than just collide with the environment. Look at that gravity. There's nothing else except gravity on these bad boys. That's funny. Yeah, they look like fucking golf balls instead of anything else, really. Okay. Our frames will drop if they go into the void. But will the frames drop if well, that one's gonna drop into the void anyway. Okay, will the frames drop if I just do this? Oh my god, I want to have him there, stuck there. Oh, and they don't get reset when I reload the world. Awesome. Okay, this, let's ensure that they get stuck. That angle should be good. Alright. He exists. It's actually kind of concerning that having that little amount of boulders already drops the frame rate. Tells me that I should probably optimize the collisions a bit. Well, it is doing a lot of like useless carries, so can definitely be fixed up. Hey, hey, hey. The boulder is indeed moving, and I think I said that I would take a break or like end the stream after I get the boulder moving, and it is indeed moving. But I kind of want to match the roll speed with the thingy thing. Yeah, I don't see any frame rate drops. It was actually the collisions that was causing the frame drops. Yes, hello cleared, and indeed, and we can have multiple boulders. But if we have too many, well, first of all, horrors. Oh, and second of all, we do so many block carries that our frame rate drops. So this tells me that the collision system might need to be optimized at some point. Might have to be optimized. And if I send one into the void, then I think this is gonna destroy us eventually. Yeah, we're at 50. And steadily dropping. Yep. Down to 30. This is going faster and faster and faster. And curing more and more and more blocks. Let's actually look at it. FN move body. Oh, you have fucking sneaking here as well? That's awesome. Okay. There's a lot here. Let's see. Motion access. Yeah, this a bit. This a bit. Yeah, and we're doing a lot of useless scanning here as well. Oh yeah, a lot of this is only relevant for player collisions. I should probably make another function that's a bit simpler for non-player entity collisions. But we'll see, we'll see. Ooh. I should be doing this in a different way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's fine. That's a good to do. Alright. Okay. So now the question is, how do I make the angle increment accurate? Well, I'll make it a little runway for the boulder, where I can observe it. Let's see, let's just modify D3 test. Have our lovely selection tool, and we'll make it out of grass. It should be long enough. Especially if I make the boulders move a bit slower. Right now they fucking go. Okay, let's make the boulder a bit slower, I think. Methinks. Divided by 20. Oh yeah, there we go. He's moving. Well, we can see that the rolling motion does not match the speed. I'm gonna remove that. We have X boulders debug print. There we go. Alright. So if I think about this. I mean, I was initially thinking that the boulder is gonna be like a projectile, but then I was thinking like, holy shit, maybe this is Dungeon Game 2 material? Maybe. We will see. Okay, so we have... How do I make the angle change match that? This is like very, very basic math. If we move pi blocks, then we... Okay, hold on. I will not bust out paper because I'm lazy. Oh, why are you full screen? What the hell? GIMP jump scare. We have a beautiful circle. Fuck. Okay, beautiful circle. And we move 1 unit. This is like, yeah, this is exactly what radians are. Let's see if I can actually put the theory that's somehow in my head into practice. I've not thought about circles in a while. Hold on. If the diameter is 1, this is pi. Oh no, yeah, no, I said diameter when I meant radius. I think that's what pi is. Yes, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna move this to my other screen here. Actually, let me just do half a screen here. I didn't even think about that. Think about it like that. That's funny. So true. Okay, so this is 1, and then this is pi. And if I move forwards on the ground, oh, it is not going to be exactly like this, right? Well, actually, no, it is going to be exactly like this, right? Right? Hmm. Let's do that, and then let's divide by speed. Let's just see what happens. And also, actually, this is going to be velocity. And we only want the vertical part. Oh, no, we want everything but the vertical part. I'm actually curious. If is this problem like trivial to you in your head, where it's like, oh, okay, surely it's like just this thing to make the rolling speed match the actual speed of the boulder, and you just do this. For me, it definitely isn't. He's tweaking slightly. Sure, sure, boss. Sure, boss. Oh yeah, this needs to be a fixed divide. So true. Huh? A divide fixed point. There we go. And yeah, it's gonna be 564. Dude, if I had that size of a boulder, I would do that. I would hug the boulder. At least if it wasn't moving towards me as at a menacing speed. Okay, that's still not good. Why are we not good? Maybe the other way around. Oh, I have math in my head now that I can do. It is definitely sliding. This might be like just pi. Oh, dude, I could have looked so much cooler if I did the math first. Instead of just digging around and getting it correct. And it's almost there. I'll fix the interpolation and then we'll see. And then dun. We need to turn this into a float. That's fine, we can just do it here. Ooh. And here we need to say self. There we go. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't look mega scuffed now. Still jitters some amount. But I think the rolling motion itself is pretty good. Right? Like that looks like it's just rooted in reality. Kind of. Aside from the jittering. Fuck, I hate the jittering. Why is it doing that? Okay, let's disable rolling for now. Completely. And we don't do that. I feel like it might be the normal movement that's scuffed. Let's see. There's a bit of jitter here, I think. Or is there? It looks pretty good though. Me when I'm scanning my boulder. Okay, sure, boss. Sure. Introduce rolling. Let's look at that same replay and see if it's more scuffed. I love my replay system. Ooh, it's definitely more scuffed. Yep. Alright. Okay, the roll interpolation is no good. Maybe we need to multiply by 2? Or maybe we need to divide by 2. Who knows? Wrong save. Fuck it. Go to the replay. That is more scuffed. Okay, maybe we need to divide by 2. Still scuffed. Hmm. Oh? That might be good, actually. No. It's almost good. I like I just does that. Well, like when this goes past, no, that actually looks smooth, I think. Yep. And if I change that to not be divided by 2, then it should look not smooth. Saves, D3, boulder. There we go. Yeah, earlier I was thinking of Baldur's Gate when I was talking about boulders. Yeah, it's definitely scuffed. Then I do this, and then it's not scuffed, right? I have not played Baldur's Gate, and it doesn't seem like my type of game either. That's the game that I need to make. I think this is good. It just spins, it spins smoothly. And it's pretty much rooted, like the rolling motion is rooted to whatever it's actually doing. And why do we do that? Why does that happen? Why do, when we start falling, we just change the direction? Hello? Hello? Anyone home? Because we ignore the vertical part, right? Yeah, we ignore it here as well. Why would the vertical velocity matter there? Hmm. So I ignore the vertical component and then oh, I don't fucking normalize this, I guess. Oh, but it doesn't have to be normalized. Huh? Like, I'm still clueless. Huh? Okay, let's print. We need a print. Save. Dish. It just does it. Okay, the speed does not change. What the hell? Is there something here that I'm... Oh. Yeah, okay, there is. It's like an amalgamation of the previous and current version. I need to sneeze. Okay, this is supposed to be just 0. And actually, instead of 0, it's supposed to be this. I can also move this here. I guess I'll do negative here. And I should be correcto. Sure, boss. It does not need to be negative. I learned this. That was pretty funny, but I didn't want to see it. My child, why are you stuttering? The boulder, it feels like it's still like slightly afraid of life. Okay, let's make it 10 times slower. No, actually, he might be fine. And this, like, center point works. The others sink into the ground, which makes it a bit scuffed. Like, in terms of seeing if the roll speed matches, but it does match. You can see it just tipping over there. That's awesome. That's awesome. If this was an actual sphere, then you would see it rolling perfectly, I think. Although there is a bit of jitter here. Is it when we get away from the origin, question mark? I saw... Yeah, see? I don't know if this comes through on video. But there's a very slight jitter here. Very, very slight one. I might need to wrap the angle. That might be the whole issue, honestly. And then the modulo by how, I think. Boulder, dude. Boulder.angle. And now we observe the boulder rolling at absurdly low speeds. Let me actually test something else while we're waiting for the boulder to get his ass moving. Very minuscule jitter. Is it worse over here or better over here? Sir, tell me, why do you like the jitter? Sometimes, not consistently. Like now it's moving very, very smoothly. There's no jitter in sight. Oh, but it's like when I'm looking at this specific part, I guess it has motion, but not really. Let me think about this. There's some mismatch somewhere. Without this, it is more scuffed, right? Yeah, definitely. Are we? Okay, let's try this, right? Let's not interpolate the angle at all, and let's see what happens. Oh my god. For some reason, if we don't interpolate the angle, everything is fucking fine. Why does interpolating the angle lead to worse results? Fuck if I know. Cinema. All I know is that there's no jitter right now. Really confused. Is this supposed to be divided by 50? And it's gonna be hard to tell either way. If I see jitter, then I know it's correct. Or incorrect, rather, if I see jitter. Alright, we're gonna do some additional testing. We're gonna make the boulder speed 100 times faster. And we're gonna make the game a bit slower. 1 tick is 2 seconds. That might be too slow. But we'll see. I can move by teleporting around, but not much else. Oh my god, I wish I had a target block that I could look at. Like on the side there. And this is not correct. I don't know about you, but this rolling doesn't look smooth. At least to me. Yeah, divided by 50 is not correct. Okay, let's make the game a bit faster. I'll make the rolling a bit slower. There we go. And then let's not divide by anything. Now let's see what it looks like. The boulder is tweaking. It's a lot clearer now. At least. And then if I do divided by 2... Oh, does it need to be like divided by pi? Are we doing pi again? Are we? Maybe. Let's go to that replay. doing about less. Okay, let's just divide by pi. Fuck it. It kind of puzzles me. Oh. Yeah. I do be doing divide by fixed point here and then not doing it here. Maybe I should have the same fucking parameter there. Let's actually do it here, or no? Actually do it like this, and then... do it like that. We can do the division in floating point, because we're rendering, that's fine. It's still... scuffed. But on like a different way now. The rolling seems smooth, but the position doesn't. Uh... Oh, we're not doing interpolation for the position. Yay! Okay, let's see. And then we do that, and this has to be last position, or is it called last post? Nobody knows. I know. Now it should do smooth. Do we have a smooth boulder waiting for us? Let's find out. We do not. We need to update the last post here. Maybe now. Maybe finally I'll have a smooth boulder. Me when I'm shaving my boulder. There we go. There we go. Oh my. Look at him go. Rolling all smoothly. Let's step out of the replay so we can go lower here and observe him. It's just so fucking smooth now. Look at that. And we're at like a low tick rate as well, so any issues should be like extra pronounced. But he just goes. I'm pointing at my screen. He just goes. He comes and goes. Fully fucking interpolated. And even the angle movement is correct. Fully interpolated. That's awesome. We got perfect circular motion. And it's not even like interpolated in a fucked way. So I'm just interpolating the angle. This actually just 100% correct. Yeah, we. Okay, let's change the speed and the tick rate once again. It should be like divided by 70. Let's make it a reasonable speed, and then there should be that. Let's go here. Let's take a boulder. It's still quite slow. But he's moving. And moving smoothly at that. Maybe next time I'll make him climb upstairs. For a second I thought the boulder was already going up the stairs, but no. That has not been implemented. He will go downstairs in a very scuffed manner. He will. every step individually. Grandma boulder. And he should roll above that. And also above that. Or over that, rather. My words are missing. And then if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, the boulder should fall. I've laid a trap for the boulder. Well, actually, because it's exactly 5 blocks, it might not fall. Okay, it did fall. Um, goodbye, boulder. Oh, the other one got stuck here. I feel like I'm taking care of pets or something. Just looking at these things. Oh yeah, you don't update your speed so you don't stop rolling when you hit an obstacle. Let's free him. You're a Saturday morning cartoon. What do you mean? Oh, you mean that? Yeah, yeah. Fair. Fair reference. Fair reference. Let's do cargo formats. Right. Entity. We have accomplished boulder. I'll modify the speed a bit further. It should be like twice as fast. So it's gonna be like 35. Dude, I did mental math. What the hell? 70 divided by 2. Quick maths that I thought about for a few seconds because I've not practiced mental math at all. It's horrible for me. It's still way too fucking slow. Still like 10 here. Yeah, if you're ever self-conscious about your ability to make a game without a game engine, take note that the guy making this has to think for a few seconds to do 70 divided by 2 in his head. So that's all I'll say about that. That's a reasonable speed, honestly. It's slower than the Barony boulders. Yeah, definitely slower. Preferably, it's like just below the player movement speed or just above it. Still like 2 times faster. But boulders are magic. And now it's faster than the player. Hold on, wait. Or is jump sprinting the same speed? No clip is slightly faster. I feel like the boulder is slightly faster than the player. That's actually threatening. Let's take the teleport tool and do this, and then this. Yeah, I think jump sprinting is the same speed, actually. That's funny. Or are I mean, it's close enough. That is. That's actually. It's funny that I didn't make it the same speed as like normal walking, but the same speed as jump sprinting. Be scared of the boulder. Ay, ay. Okay. I'll make a commit and then wrap things up. I didn't actually end up using this. Get out of here. Okay. Go network. I tried to do networking at the start of the stream, but it fucking killed the stream, so I didn't do networking. But honestly, implementing a boulder was a nice break. And uh, the initial idea that I fished from a chat member was a sniper rifle. It turned into a boulder. This is awesome, I think. I mean, yeah, it's. And the thing is, it's like after that happens, I need to restart my router for the stream to work. And it's like, what? Why? I don't get it. But that's how the world works, you know? Also, we're gonna rename this to this boulders instead of boulder projectiles, because those are not fucking projectiles. And we need to change it here as well. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I would want to. If I could just snap my fingers and have that, then yeah, I would have that. But I can't snap my finger. Dude, imagine that would be a fucking interesting like joke character where it's like they can do anything by just snapping their fingers, but they don't know how to, or they've like lost their fingers or whatever. They fucking reality bender, but they've lost the access to the trigger conditions to do it. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I don't have a Raspberry Pi lying around. Sadly. Okay. This needs to be a separate commit as well. And now I think everything else is boulders. Well, there's that one additional comment that I don't wish to commit yet. And we have boulder projectile. Oh, I'll need to rename that. Yeah. That I love that commit name. Implement boulder. Boulder. And then boulder. Is it a valid state of the code? Yes, it is. Amend that. That's fine. Amend. I can stash everything and that's still valid. There we go. Yep. Also, funny story to you specifically, cleared. I did test the multiplayer further. Yeah, I did also send a message where it's like, oh yeah, this is fucked. For some reason, I don't know if I ever had working netcode when there's actually ping involved. If I did, I don't know how I fucked it up. But it's bad. It's a mess. Can be fixed, but right now it just doesn't work properly. Like the only field test that I had was at the LAN where we have like 0 ping. And surprisingly, even if there's problems with netcode, it might just work out if you have 0 ping. But yeah, I gotta figure out that to make it work with ping, and then it should work better. But oh, is that the thing that I said that I would ban you or time me out if you mention it again? It might be. Anyway, the basically we might have like 200 ms ping when we connect via pingy, and then my code just worked in a fucked way where it multiplies that delay by 2, basically. And not only that, but it's like, how would I say it? Okay. But you basically receive packets from the server, but the client doesn't realize that it's received new packets until like a full round trip. So yeah, it basically multiplies the ping by 2 and makes it so you receive new information in bursts rather than continuously. And it's like, okay, sure. Sure, boss. I fucked it up, boss. I'll make it work, boss. But yeah, I can't do that on stream because my stream dies. Anyway, I have a boulder, and it's been a few hours of stream, so I will wrap things up. Do I need to say anything? You can find the stream at neuropathy.com/stream, and you can find the VOD archives at neuropathy.com/stream/archive, and you can find the schedule at neuropathy.com/stream/schedule, and you can find the offline chat at neuropathy.com/stream/community. We are currently on Matrix. The thing is, I can do NetM. I can do NetM, not on stream. I didn't actually test NetM on stream, but I have a feeling that it would break. And why is the B white? Hold on. Why do we have a white B? Is this broken in multiple places? Hello, okay. Now I go back and forth and it's fixed. I just noticed the white B. And then I noticed everything else. Syntax highlighting was just broken. Okay, anyway. You can find the stream at... Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. I'll just log off. Have a good one. See ya. Bye-bye.